Brighter Shores, the new open world free-to-play MMORPG coming out Q3 of this year. Yes, Q3 2024, it will be releasing. And this game is very exciting, especially for me, because it is being developed by basically the guys and the brothers that develop RuneScape. And as you guys know, RuneScape was one of my first MMORPGs. The reason I actually even started playing MMORPGs, played RuneScape for years. And this game does remind me a lot about RuneScape. So we're gonna be checking out everything you need to know about Brighter Shores. We're gonna check out the trailer, all the information. So let's jump right into the video and see what it's all about. So we're here with the website Brighter Shores by Andrew Gower. What's really cool about this is that it seems like there's no company attached to it. There's no Jagex that can tell him, yo, you gotta do this, you gotta do this. It seems like he'll have most of the control, if not all of the control, of how the game will go. But Brighter Shores is a new adventure from award-winning MMO designer Andrew Gower. Explore a land of magic and mysteries with a huge number of professions to try. So they need to find around every corner. Brighter Shores features an ongoing story of hundreds of hours of gameplay. So a lot of stuff to do in the game. You can watch it on Steam and follow him on Twitter. But let's see the trailer. I'm actually excited to check out this trailer. So the trailer takes you to Steam.
So you want to join the Hopeport Town Guard? Then here's what you need to know.
Okay, I can already tell it's very RuneScapey. RuneScapey 3. It gives you like OCRS while with the graphics of like RuneScape 3. It's going with the same model.
Potential threats.
Click to move model.
People we meet. All recruits will learn how to use magic.
Oh, alchemy, magic.
Whatever this thing is.
Leveling to 99, getting the cape. Wood cutting? Wood cutting for 20 hours?
And assembling dinosaurs.
Okay, so there's a lot of like life skills and crafting. Fan research. I think that's like their engine that they worked on too, right? Okay, so we got the wood cutting. Land of magic. I think this game, what I heard is that it's mysteries. So a lot of content, but I heard it's gonna be like less grindy than RuneScape, from what I heard. Which both can be like a good as the same bad thing, right? Because for new players, RuneScape, the grind is kind of hard to get into. And I know I shouldn't be comparing it to RuneScape, but at the same time, looking at this, you kind of have to, right? Place to explore, man. Oh my god. It looks good. It looks good. I'm not gonna lie. It looks good. Hundreds of hours of gameplay. So it seems like a lot of like dungeons, monster killing, things to explore, puzzles. Trailer looks good, man. They showed it seems like everything they showed is like in-game footage, in-game gameplay. We have some more pictures. Now I have to say, looking at the trailer, again, the combat, everything, it looks smooth though. It doesn't feel really static. The combat, the combat looks good. The movement, even with the characters, it doesn't feel really static. It looks good, very polished. Now the one thing I have to talk about though is the maps seem very small, right? Like the maps, like maps that they showed seems like to be like there's small areas. Even though it's an open world MMO, you can explore several different maps, but in my opinion they are very small. I don't know why that is to counter lag or other difficulties, but I wish the maps that they showed were a little bit bigger. It seems like, yeah, so these are like, of all the screenshots I see here too, the maps are like about the same size. So that'd be interesting to see, especially when you're like, if you're doing a PKing, if they're gonna add PvP or PKing to the game, they can't do it this way with the small maps like this, right? So we'll see how they do. But there's more stuff, of course. We gotta keep looking here. It says, as a newest recruit in the Hopeport Town, you'll get to make a name. I mean, more challenging role than you had anticipated. With the strange storm raging over. Okay, so it's just the intro. You get into, you know, the typical MMO intro. You know, you're gonna become the hero that the world needs. You'll discover powerful magic sources and become one of the legendary classes of old. So 3 classes, it seems like: Cryonite, Guardian, or Hammer Mage. So these will be, it seems like, the main classes, which is fortunate because something is corrupting the deepest reaches, the nearby Hope Forest, and only through the strength of new found powers you'll be able to deal with it. So it seems like they're going with a class system instead of like a weapon system. They can choose classes, but I'm guessing like each class will have like different kind of subclasses, right? Like only having 3 classes is kind of lackluster, but I think each of the classes will have, because it says that you can focus into magic, do a lot of different things with the professions and stuff. So hopefully there'll be like more subclasses into each class, but going with the class system is an interesting choice. Huge number of professions. I mean, RuneScape is known for this. Massive professions: fishing, cooking. It seems like we got the forger, chef, woodcutter, miner, alchemist. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Woodcutting and fishing were my favorite professions. Like being able to do woodcut and doing homework back in the day when I was a kid for hours was great. Many more. Okay. Fascinating wildlife. So a lot of different monsters, good stuff. Discover an ongoing story. It's gonna be constantly expanding with the new content being released in an episodic format. Each episode features its own unique side quests, professions, and lands. So basically, episodes are going to be like expansions or new content updates. We're going to introduce probably new maps, new content, new dungeons, and so on. Now, this is what I really want to take a look at, is the premium pass, because this game is free to play, which means you can play it for free on your PC. There's no mobile client yet. They talked about a mobile client and they said there's not working on a mobile client yet, but I do see this game coming out for mobile eventually. Now, what's really important about, you guys gotta know about this game, is this game has been in works for 10 years. They've been developing this game for 10 years. So they worked a lot on the game. So the game will be very good, very polished. But taking a look at the premium pass right here, it seems that the free to play, you'll be able to play for free. And it seems that you can visit certain regions, so very RuneScape like, where you can get to certain region before you actually have to buy the premium pass. And with the premium pass, you can explore more and get more rewards. The biggest thing I see here is the player-to-player trading. It seems like the player-to-player trading is locked behind the premium pass, but there's going to be an open world economic system. And the reason I see the player-to-player trading, I think the main reason for this is to counter bots. Having bots pay for the premium pass is a good way to counter bots. I know a lot of people won't like it, but I see like the vision with it, right? Because if they're just working in a small team, this is a good way to actually be able to counter bots. But most of the information is actually on Discord and on Twitter. So let's check out his Twitter real quick, because he has some more footage here. A couple of people asking about how the rooms and briars connect together. Okay, this is what I was talking about. I made a quick video of me running across a small section of Hopper. You can see how easily you can move between rooms. So these rooms, the small maps, I was talking about this. I didn't like that the maps are so small, but let's see how they work if you go from one port or one map to another. Okay, so it's not like a loading screen. It's not like it teleports you into a world. Okay, so this makes more sense. So it is a big open world, and it seems like you seamlessly just travel across the open world. It looks like smaller maps when it comes to the pictures, but it seems like it's just like grayed out zones, right? Okay, this is much better. This is way better. I thought like you had to like go through a teleport or go through a certain map, but it seems like the world is actually very seamless. It's just restrained you to certain regions by adding like shadow around the world, basically. So like, for example, if you're chasing somebody, right, if you're like doing PK or PvPing and some guy's running from you, it's not like he's teleporting. You have to teleport after him. It seems like you just travel very seamlessly across the world. But it's, again, point to click type of game. You're moving in boxes, newer kind of graphics. But yeah, this is good. I'm so glad that he actually added this and showed us this. Now, taking a look at the Discord, there's a lot of answers here by this guy. He says, progress update. We're planning on launching our big game with 4 episodes to start with 3 episodes playable now, and just need a bit more testing, tuning. I'm working on episode 4. Planning to properly announce the game in January, which they have done. how long I've been working on it. 10 years. So this is not a game that they just put together in a short period of time. This has been a passion project from the start. It seems like they've been working on it for many years, which is absolutely great. Which means that we'll actually get a good quality game. Will be implemented to prevent bot community from controlling the economy. Yes, this is something I consider at length to try to design the game from the ground. As such, bots shouldn't ruin the economy. This is also one of like the features, like tradable. Like you can trade. You can only trade when you buy the premium pass, which is a good bot counter. But I'm hoping they'll have more features in place. Will it have MTX? I don't like the MTX. I'm planning to make a huge chunk free and then selling all-inclusive premium pass to access the rest. The Steam page has more info at the bottom. Okay. Is there or will it be a closed beta? And how do you sign up? Play RuneScape in 2001. There will be a closed beta. I'll post more about it on X Twitter closer to the time. So it seems like most of the stuff is not going through a company or a website. It's going through him personally, which is really cool. And if the game is launching in Q3, it seems like the beta should be anywhere around the corner. So probably just stay tuned to his Twitter. I definitely want to play the beta. I really hope it's not going to be NDA, but love to play it. Oh, this guy asked the question I want to know. Will I be able to chop down threes for 16 hours at a time? You can if you really want, but the game is designed to be a bit more varied than that. Yeah, so what I heard also about the game is it's not going to be as grindy as RuneScape, and you'll have more variety on the stuff you do. So it seems like there might not be like a 11.99 cape, man, that we can get by chopping trees, but hopefully something similar to that. It'll be an MMORPG or just a co-op site. It's an MMORPG, but rely on other players to be fun. I've been alpha testing on my own and it's still very enjoyable. So great news for solo players and solo enjoyers. Seems like most of the content you will also be able to play solo. Will it be an ever-evolving game too with new updates? Yep, that's the plan. So proper MMO with their episodes, what they call. Same artistic fingerprints as your first child, Jagex. He says, completely different artists, but I always have liked the grid-based games, point-and-click games, and clean, uncluttered aesthetics. I'm going for a sort of tabletop RPG vibe, and retro is isometric game vibe. So this is what I also said. Even though I know I should be comparing it to RuneScape, it's hard not to compare it to RuneScape because of the way the game looks and feels and what you can do in the game. But the graphics are much better. The static, it doesn't look as static as RuneScape does. But again, the tabletop and the point-to-click and the whole vibe of it does give me RuneScape vibes. Even though he says completely different artists, it's still very similar. Which isn't bad, which is nothing bad. Notice grid-based movement and animation is much nicer. If only one of the MP trailers spawns seemingly across a section of 4 tiles, I have movement grid aesthetic choice. Movement is grid-based, but the timing of the movement, everything else is not tick-based. It's very responsive. Okay. We'll have to see ourselves. It looks like 2-person net fishing out. Yep. See, the game was ported Mac. Is an exclusive older gen Mac with M2 chip where it's native Apple Silicon build, so it was really on new Macs. So be able to play on Mac and on PC. Overall, I have to say, very excited for Brighter Shores. I'm definitely gonna be playing it for sure. I have to see what this game is all about. The good thing, okay, we gotta look at the good things here. This game has been developed for 10 years. The guys making the game made a very successful game that people got addicted to, which was RuneScape, right? So they know what they're doing. It's been in development for a long time. There's no they don't have to answer to anyone like they did probably in Jagex. They have more own freedom in what they do, what they implemented the game. So overall, very exciting stuff. I would love to check out the beta if I can. Hopefully it's not under NDA, but I know a lot of people, I read some Reddit and stuff, and people are saying, yo, this might be the better RuneScape 3. Because let's be real, old scope RuneScape is great. RuneScape 3 has a lot of issues. They have a very low population, but with this game having these awesome graphics, gives you like a RuneScape 3 graphics, but also having some of the gameplay from old scope RuneScape and the OG that made old scope RuneScape, I think this game will do great. Absolutely, I'm super excited for it. But let me know what you guys think. Will you guys be checking out Brighter Shores? I'd love to hear your guys' opinion in the comments below. You guys will be right here, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.